What is going on, everybody? Greg Ehrenberg here from OddsShopper, and it's time to break down another slate. So as you come in, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'm about to give you guys the best bets of the day from OddsShopper, pulling them up on screen. And that's the one I like to pick. So data right here that I'm about to show you on screen. Not quite as many bets to look at today as some previous days, but that's because there's only one NBA playoff game. We do have 3 NHL playoff games, and then some baseball games that I'm going to be going through as well. If you guys want access to all of the data that we're showing here, we have a 7-day free trial available that you can get access to by clicking on the link below. So if you want this totally risk-free for 7 days, check out below, and I think it's going to help you make some money. I know it's something that's been really profitable for me using these tools ever since we launched them a few months ago. And yeah, let's start by looking at basketball. Really only one basketball bet here that I like. It is Bogdanovich for under 11.5 points, and primarily because it's plus money here. We have it winning 52% of the time. Anywhere you can get this at plus money. Tipico has it at plus money. We've got DK has it at plus money right now. And the biggest thing here, too, is I do think the number is slightly inflated. Not massively. It's only an 11.5 point total, but a little bit inflated because of how well Bogdanovich played last game. But keep in mind, there was no DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray was serving a suspension, so in his absence, we saw 35 minutes out of Bogdanovich. He ends up scoring 18 points. The game before that, with Murray playing and not being suspended, only 19 minutes played by Bogdanovich, finished with 8 points, and that is something that I more expect from him for the game today. And also, if you look at him over the course of the regular season, he played a lot more minutes in games he started than when he came off the bench. So stands to reason to me that Bogdanovich is going to play less tonight, hence less points scored. As long as you can get this at plus money, I do like the under. Nothing else that's really standing out to me from an NBA perspective, which it's okay. You don't have to have a ton of bets every day, particularly when there's only one NBA game. It obviously makes that a little bit more difficult to find some bets. But let's look at NHL. There are 3 NHL playoff games today, and we're not going to get too many of these slates in the upcoming days where we have an influx of playoff games. So some of the shorter NBA slates, that is going to be the norm going forward now that a lot of the first round series are starting to wrap up. But let's look at the NHL games, and it looks like a lot of goal scoring value in the Devils-Rangers game. The series is currently tied at 2. We've got Artemi Panarin is looking at plus 310 to score a goal over on FanDuel, whereas you look at every other book, no other spot has it wider than plus 220. So we have this winning 26% of the time, good for an 8% ROI, at least on FanDuel. Wouldn't bet this on any other book, only FanDuel, because of how wide the line is there, and a few other ones that are like this as well. Jesper Bratt, plus 270 on FanDuel. No other book has him wider than plus 220. The Panarin bet definitely is a better one than the Jesper Bratt bet, just from a standpoint of Panarin, I consider to be a better player. And then also better odds on him, plus 310 as opposed to the plus 270. Capo Caco for the Rangers. Another one, some line shopping value, plus 600 on FanDuel. No other book has him even at plus 400. So definitely an outlier line here available on FanDuel with Capo Caco. And some other lines. Let's see if there's anything else I really want to get into. We've got the Golden Knights and Winnipeg Jets game. A little bit of line shopping value on Pierre-Luc Dubois. Sounds very French. I assume it's because he's Canadian. French-Canadian, most likely. Anyway, plus 220 here on... I don't know who this guy is. I'm just assigning him a backstory based on how his name sounds. And I don't even know if I pronounced his name right. I did my best, though. So Pierre-Luc Dubois here, plus 220 on FanDuel. A little bit of line shopping value, not quite the same as some of those other spots, but these 3 goal scoring bets, Panarin in particular is the one that I like the most for hockey purposes. Any shots on goal props here? And I mean, like a little bit of value on Trocheck, but nothing really all that significant. It is minus 275 on Bet Rivers from Dev under 2.5 shots. It's a lot of juice to lay, but if you look at other books, FanDuel and DK both have it at minus 210. We have a project for less than 1% ROI. So a little bit of value there, but nothing really all that significant. Not sure I'd be willing to lay that much juice, especially because things could change over the course of the day. And then, if you're getting like 0.2% positive ROI, that is potential to project differently later on the day as we get more data. Let's look at baseball now. So I had the one NBA bet, a couple of NHL goal scoring bets for baseball today. We crushed the strikeout props yesterday. Had a couple winners that we had in the video yesterday, some other ones that I threw into our Chalkboard channel. If you guys want to check out Chalkboard, it's totally free to download and join our channel. Myself and Lofty are posting in there pretty regularly, sweating bets with you guys, posting a bunch of additional bets. Totally free to download using the link that we have below. So go check that out. Bets for today. Braxton Garrett, really difficult matchup against the Atlanta Braves, under 4.5 strikeouts. For him, minus 110. I think the minus 110 is playable. Minus 118 on FanDuel is playable. I wouldn't play any of these like minus 150 lines or anything like that. But really difficult matchup for Braxton Garrett against the Atlanta Braves. I do like the under on his strikeouts. Trevor Williams is not much of a strikeout pitcher, but 3.5 strikeouts is a super, super low line, particularly at plus money. So one of these lines, we have it winning right around 50% of the time, 51% to be exact. So anything you get at plus money on Trevor Williams over 3.5 strikeouts, going to pop out as being a little bit of value there. Let's see. Anything else that really stands out to me? Oh my God, look at the Oakland A's. When have you seen this before? A run line of 2.5 runs and it's not even juice there. I mean, no thank you because Shohei Ohtani is on the mound, but even so, like, well, actually, let me see. What are some of the other lines available? 1.5 plus money, 2.5. Yeah, I guess at BetMGM, you make a case that plus 2.5 runs. It's only a 2% ROI, but 55% win rate on that when it comes to the Oakland A's. If we're looking at their run line, plus 2.5 with Shohei Ohtani on that. So you hope they go out and they lose, what, 2-0? Let's look at prize picks. What is standing out for prize picks today? Today is the 27th. All these lines are for today's game. So we've got a flex parlay over on prize picks. This one is 6 legs, and it is going to have a 13% expected ROI. The lines here that we have: Nylander under 3.5 shots on goal. Chris Taylor to reach base once via a hit. Over 0.5 total bases, a single, and you'd be winning there. Over 4.5 strikeouts for Miles Michaelis against the San Francisco Giants. Jason Tatum over 9.5 rebounds. I fully expect the Celtics to win today. Definitely be interesting if they don't end up winning, though. Then we get a game 7. Eugenio Suarez over 0.5 total base, and then Braxton Garrett again under 4.5 strikeouts. So 6-leg flex parlay here over on prize picks. Only 2% expected win rate in terms of all 6 of them hitting, but we don't need all 6 of them to hit to get a return here. So there's a 13% expected ROI. Let's see. Let's do a parlay for, just because we didn't really have too much that we looked at in terms of singles. Just curious what's going to stand out for a FanDuel parlay. I'll take out lines for tomorrow. Yeah, so here's a 4-leg parlay for FanDuel. It has a 9% expected win rate, 17% expected ROI, because 9% expected win rate at plus 1140 are the odds here. Trevor Williams, the over 3.5 strikeouts. Trae Younger, 9.5 assists. I'm a little bit cooler on that one, but it does project decently for us. Braxton Garrett, the under 4.5 strikeouts. Dawson Mercer to not register a point today. So yeah, those 4 legs there, good for a 17% expected ROI. So we've got this parlay builder in here. It's going to carry you or work for pretty much every single sports book, as well as also having utility for the pick'em sites like No House Advantage, Prize Picks, those sites. So that's going to do it for us today. Not quite as much basketball action, which that's going to be the case going forward, where we're going to have a lot of 1-2 game slates, not the same where we're going to have any, like 4+ game NBA slates anymore for the playoffs. But still, we've got a lot of other sports covered here in prize picks. And in addition to the main sports, which I've primarily been focusing on, we do also have golf in here. We have college sports. We have obviously NFL, although not NFL season. We've got UFC as well. So other sports in here as well. It's not just MLB, NBA, NHL cover. We got pretty much everything. So if you guys haven't done it yet, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want a free trial to OddsShopper, check out the link below. 7-day free trial. Try it out. So guys, I hope you have a great betting day today. I hope we win all of our bets. I'll see you back here tomorrow.